Standard 8 Maths, Chapter 13, Direct and Inverse Proportion. Hello everyone. So far we have discussed up to question number 2 of exercise 13.1. So we will continue our exercise, our video with question number 3. Question number 3, exercise 13.1. Clear? Now what is question number 3 says that in question number 2 above, if one part of red pigment equals 75 ml of base, then how much red pigment would be mixed with 1800 ml of base? So red pigment was one part, okay, and one part it has been given equal to 75 ml. And in question number 2, for one part of red pigment, parts of base required was 8 parts. If one part is equal to 75 ml, then 8 part will be equal to, it is simple unitary method, 8 into 75, that is 8 5s are 40 and 8 7s are 56 or 4 600. Means for a 75 ml of red pigment, number of ml of base required is 600 ml. Now this is question is again very simple. So we have quantity of, now we cannot take part, we have quantity of red pigment that is given in ml, and we have quantity of base that is also given in ml. So this is our x, this is our y. Clear? So this for 75 ml of red pigment, we have 600 ml of base, and we have to calculate for 1800 ml of base. How many? What is the quantity of red pigment required? So for this corresponding, this is x1, this is x2, and this is y1, and this is y2. We have to put this ratio equal simple. This is we have x1 upon y1 equals to x2 upon y2. We have to calculate x2. That means 75 upon 600 equals x2 upon 1800. Clear? So by cross multiplication, we have x2 into 600 equal to 75 into 1800. Therefore, x2 equals to 75 into 1800 upon, so this is 3, and x2 equals to 75 into 3, that is 225 ml. Means for 1800 ml of base, quantity of red pigment required will be 225 ml. Okay. So this is the question number second or third, and now we will move to question number fourth. Question number fourth. What it says? It says that a machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? So there are two things, number of bottles and number of hours. Okay. So we have number of bottles and number of hours. Okay. So this is our x, this is our y, and simple. So 840 bottles were filled in 6 hours, and we have to calculate how many bottles can be filled in 5 hours. Okay. So for corresponding x, this is x1, this is x2 again, this is y1, and this is y2. So as per direct proportion, we have x1 upon y1 equals x2 upon y2. By putting those value, 840 upon 6, and x2 we have to calculate, this is 5, Therefore, x2 into 6, we have to do the cross multiplication, and this comes out to be, this is x2 is 840 into 5 upon 6. This is 140. That means 700. So in 500, the value of x2 is 700. That is in 5 hours, 700 bottles can be filled. Okay. Now next question, that is question number 5. That is question number 5. What it says: a photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attains a length of 5 centimeter as shown in diagram. So what is the actual length of bacteria? If the photograph is enlarged 200 times only, what would be the enlarged length? Okay, so uh, so we have this is enlarged length, enlarged length. Okay, or this is the photograph of number of time that has been enlarged, number of time photograph has been enlarged. Okay, and that is the enlarged length. We have enlarged length. Okay, so how many times photo was enlarged? It was 50,000 times, and enlarged length was 5 centimeter. Okay, now first thing we have, what is the actual length of bacteria? So for 5 centimeter, if this bacteria has been enlarged 550,000 times, so the our enlarged length is 5 centimeter. If it is not enlarged, that means it is one time it is enlarged, or one time or actual photograph means that has not been enlarged. It will become 5 centimeter upon 50,000. It comes out to be 1 upon 10,000 centimeter. That means length or size of bacteria is 1 upon 10,000 centimeter, or it can be written as 1 upon 10 to the power 4 centimeter. And if we are taking this into numerator, so if we are going to take this into numerator, it will become 10 to the power minus 4 centimeters. So this is the actual size of bacteria. So actual size of bacteria is 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. Now, what we have to calculate? If we have to calculate if the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only, what will be the size of bacteria? Now, how we have to calculate? Now, we have two things. This is number of times enlarged, number of times enlarged, and size of bacteria. Size of bacteria that has been given in centimeter. Okay, in centimeter. So number of time bacteria is enlarged, we have calculated the actual image of bacteria. That means it is only enlarged one time, or it has not been enlarged. So it was 1, and the size of bacteria comes out to be 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. Now number of times enlarged, in question it has given, if it is enlarged 20,000 times, what will be the size of this bacteria? We have to calculate this. Now we can take, this is x, this is y, corresponding it will be x1, this is x2, and this is y1, and this is y2. Y2 we have to calculate. So as per direct proportion, we have x1 upon y1 equals x2 upon y2. x1 we have 1 and y1 we have 10 to the power minus 4. This x2 this is 20,000 and y2 we have to calculate. So by cross multiplication y2 will become 20,000 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. So this 20,000 can be written as 2 into 10 to the power plus 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter. So these base are same, power can be added up, that is 2 into 10 to the power 4 plus minus 4. It comes out to be 2 to 10 to the power 0. This 4 and minus 4 it will get cancelled out, and 10 to the power 0 or any base with power 0 equals to 1, that it comes out to be y2 is 2 centimeter. So the size of bacteria, if it is enlarged 20,000 times, it will be 22 centimeter. Clear? Now next question, question number 6. Question number 6. So question number 6, in a model of ship mast is 9 centimeter high while the mast of actual ship is 12 meter high. That means it was same as question that was given of the map, the scale of the map or the scale was given and we have to calculate the actual distance. This is almost the same. And if the length of ship is 28 meters, how long is the model ship? Now, so this is two things are given, length of model ship and actual length of model ship, length of model ship that has been given in centimeter, and actual length is given in meters. We can calculate, we can convert it into meter, because in order to calculate the ratio unit should be same, so we are taking it is also in centimeter. So model of ship it was 9 centimeter, it was 9 centimeter and actual length was 12 meter, 12 meter. So 12 meter equals to 12, when we convert it into centimeter we have to simply multiply by 100, that is 1200 centimeters. So when the length of model ship was 9 centimeter, length of actual length was 1200 centimeter. Now we have been given the actual length, that is 28 meter. 28 meters is 28 into 100, that is 2800 centimeter. We have to calculate the length of model ship. So again we can take it as x, this is y, this is corresponding x1, this is x2, this is y1, this is y2. Now as per direct proportion it is x1 upon y1 and this is equal to x2 upon y2. So x1 is 9 upon 1200, that is equal to x2 upon 2800. So by cross multiplication we have x2 into 1200 equals 9 into 2800. x2 comes out to be 9 into 280 upon 1200. Now it is 4 sevens are 4 threes are and 3 threes are. That is x2 is 3 into 7, that is 21 centimeter. So the length of model ship is 21 centimeter when the length of actual ship is 28 meters. Now next question. Now question number 7. Question number 7, what it says? Suppose 2 kgs of sugar contain 9 into 10 to the power 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in 5 kg sugar and 1.2 kgs of sugar? This is simple. This is what we have been given. Weight of sugar in kg and number of crystals. Clear? So this is very simple question. So what it's given, when there is 2 kgs of sugar, number of crystals is 9 into 10 to the power 6. So we have to calculate it for 5 kg and 1.2 kg. So this is our x, this is y, this is x1, this is x2, this is x3, this is y1, this is y2, this is y3. Clear? Now ratio is equal, so I have to put this x1 upon y1 equals x2 upon y2. So this is x1 is 2 upon 9 into 10 to the power 6, that is 5 upon y2. So y2 into 2, we have to do the cross multiplication, that is 9 into 5 into 10 to the power 6, or y2 equals 9 into 5 10 to the power 6 upon 2. That comes out to be 45 into 10 to the power 6 upon 2. We can cancel out this 2, 2.5. So value of y2 is 22.5 into 10 to the power 6 crystals. So we can multiply this by 110 and we can reduce this power by 1. So I have explained it chapter of exponents and power. So we can rewrite it as 22 into 5 into 10. This is power 1 and we are splitting this. Basically we are splitting this 10 to the power 6 into 10 to the power 1 and 10 to the power 5. So when we multiply this 10 into this, so it will become 2 to 5, that is 225 into 10 to the power 5 crystal. So in 5 kgs of sugar there are 225 into 10 to the power 5 crystals, or you can also write 22.5 into 10 to the power 6. This is one and the same thing. Now for second part, second, that is we have to calculate a y3 as well. So for y3 it will be x3 upon y3, that is 2 upon 9 into 10 to the power 6 equals to x3 is 1.2 and y3 we have to calculate. So y3 will become y3 into 2 equals 1.2 into 10, 9 into 10 to the power 6, that is y3 will become 1.2 into 9 into 10 to the power 6. This is 0.6 and y3 will become 5.4 into 10 to the power 6. Further we can write it as 554 into 10 to the power 5. Whatever you want you can write. This is 54 into 10 to the power 5, or we can write it as 5.4 into 10 to the power 6 is one and same thing. Now question number 8. Question number 8 is simple. Rashmi has a road map with a scale 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometer. So this is distance on map and this is in centimeter and this is actual distance. Okay, actual distance is in kilometer. It is in kilometer. So when it is 1 centimeter map, it represent 18 kilometers and she has drive 72 kilometers. So what will be the distance on map? So this is simple, x, this is y, this is x1, this is x2, this is y1 and this is y2. We have to calculate this x2. So x1 upon y1 equals x2 upon y2, that means 1 upon 80 equals x2 upon y2 is 72. So by cross multiplication x2 into 80 we have 1 into 72 and x2 will become 72 upon 18, that is 4. So distance on map will be 4 centimeter. So next question. So we have next question, that is question number 9. A 5 meter and 60 centimeter high vertical pole cast a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter. Find a same at the same time length of shadow cast by another pole, that is 10 meter 50 centimeter length of pole which cast a shadow 5 meter long. Okay, so this is two things. Length of object, that is in first case it is a pole, and length of shadow. So we have two things, length of object, and it can be written in meter, and length of shadow. This is length of shadow in meters. So what was the length of vertical pole in first case? It is 5 meter 60 centimeter. So it can be written as 5.6 or simply 5.6 meter. Okay, we are converting centimeter into meter. So it is 5.6. Length of shadow was 3 meter 20 centimeter, that is 3.2 meters. So the first case, what we have to calculate the length of shadow cast by another pole. So first we have to second case we have to calculate the length of this shadow, and the length of object is given as 10 meter 50 centimeter high, that is 10.5 meter. Length of object in second case is 10.5 meters, and next part it is height of pole which casts a shadow 5 meter long. And next part it is length of shadow is given, we have to calculate the length of object. So this is again very simple. This is our x, this is x1, x2, x3, this is y, this is y1, y2, y3. Okay, so this is very simple. X1 upon y1 equals to x2 upon y2. It is 5.6 upon 3.2. This is 10.5 upon y2. Clear? So y2 will become, this is 3.2 into 10 to 10.5 upon 5.6. Clear? So this is our, we can drop out this 8 forza, and this is 7, and this is 7 1.5. So 4 into 1.5 is 6. So the length of shadow will be 6 meter. Now next part, this is x1 upon x2 equal to x3 upon y3. It is 5.6 upon 3.2. This is x3 we have to calculate, and y3 is 5. So x3 is, we are doing cross multiplication. This is 5.6 into 5 upon 3.2. Again, this is 8 sevens are 8 fours are, that is 35 upon 4, or this is 8.75. Yes, 8.75. So the length of object is 8.75 meters. So last question of this exercise is, last question, this is question number 10. A hand loaded truck travel 14 kilometers in 25 minutes. If the speed remains same, how far it travel in 5 hours? So we have been given distance in kilometers and time we have been given minutes. Okay, we will convert that 5 hours into minutes, in minutes. So first case, it was 14 kilometers 25 minutes. So we have to calculate the distance it cover in 5 hours. 5 hours is 5 into 60, that is 300 minutes. So we have been given the time, we have to calculate this distance. So again, this is x, this is y, this is x1, this is x2, this is y1, this is y2. So as per the ratio, x1 upon y1 equals x2 upon y2. That means 14 upon 25 equals to x2 we have to calculate, and this. Okay. So by cross multiplication, this is x2 equals to 14 14 into 300 upon 25. Now we can cancel out. This is 1 into 2. X2 is 12 fours are 48, 24, 12 ones are 12, and this is 168 kilometers. This is 168 kilometers it can travel in this 5 hours or 300 minutes. Okay. So this was all about direct proportion and the questions how we can solve. So inverse proportion we can discuss in our next video. Thank you.